Hi guys. Guess who's back? Me. Guess what question I have to answer for my Webtoon artist Rambles moment? Can you guess what question it's going to be? No, you guessed wrong, sorry. You failed, you lose. Be sad. I'm just kidding. I had too much caffeine today. Let me go ahead and get right into the video before you guys click off. Okay, question. How do you become a Webtoon artist? Now, what do you consider as a Webtoon artist? Because, technically, for me, you don't really need a degree or somebody to tell you, hey, you have now been crowned a Webtoon artist. When it comes to Webtoon art, when it comes to just drawing Webtoons or even holding that title, it's not a title that you can, I don't think it's really a title that you really need a degree to be able to certify, hey, I'm a Webtoon artist. Because, I'm a Webtoon artist, but I didn't graduate college. I actually dropped out a year and a half, but that's another story for another day. So it's well, how is she a Webtoon artist? Because I just continue to draw my comics. I'm sharing my stuff online. And people are just calling me that. And I just call myself that. I'm a comic artist. I'm a manga artist. I'm a Webtoon artist. I'm a self-published author. I'm a published author. I have 4 books. Let me go ahead and just do a little bit of look at this. I got 4 books. Well, 3 books right here. 3 books on Amazon. Well, a 4th one. I just don't have it here. On Amazon, published on Amazon. I have books published on my website for everyone. It's free to read. So, go ahead and check it out if you like interracial couple comics, family comics, wholesome, fluffy comics, and with just a little bit of dash of pettiness if you want to, this one has a little bit of pettiness in it. But it's wholesome pettiness. I digress. So, what was the question? How do you become a Webtoon artist? Just draw. Draw your Webtoon, draw your comic, draw your story. The moment you start drawing, you become that thing. The moment you start drawing comics, you're a comic artist. That's to me. If you're asking me, that's my answer. The moment you put that pen to a paper and you start and you tell yourself you're a Webtoon artist, that's what you are. I wish it was that easy, though, in real life. If I could just tell myself I'm a millionaire, and boom, it happens. There is that scripture, asking you shall receive, and, words are powerful. So you know what? One of these days, I don't really want to be a millionaire, but I want to be financially free. So I'm going to tell myself right now, we are financially free. Ignore what the bank account is saying. Ignore what the bills are saying. Ignore that student loan that ignore the student loan that, because you dropped out of college. Ignore it all, because we are financially free. So, I digress. I believe you don't really need a title for a comic. There's not really a school that you can really go to where you're going to have a degree that says you are now graduate as a comic artist. And if there were, that's kind of weird, because everything that I learned with comics, I learned online. Everything that I learned with Webtoons, I learned through just trying and doing and failing. Like with Rescue Me. Rescue Me was my first Webtoon comic that I attempted to draw in a Webtoon style. And as you can see, it still looks like a comic page. But that's fine. Because by then, I have a new story that I can share with you guys, and where you guys can read it. But by then, when I started drawing Catch Me, Fight Me, Love Me, I was like, boom, I think I understand this a little bit more. And I found my groove, I found my style, and I personally like just the single paneled style Webtoons. So I talk about how I format my Webtoons in another video if you want to check that out. Self-promotion. But yeah, so I digress. You don't need you can be a Webtoon artist. You don't really need someone to tell you. You don't really need a company to tell you. You don't need the approval of anybody to tell you whether you are a Webtoon artist or not. You're a Webtoon artist. If you're creating comics, you're creating Webtoons, whichever, in my eyes, maybe not in their eyes, but in my eyes, you are a Webtoon artist. So if you need that confirmation or that head nod, here you go. You got this. You're a Webtoon artist, okay? So, now I think with this question, they might have been asking, how do you become a Webtoon artist on Webtoon and that kind of stuff? That is actually a different answer. I don't work for Webtoon. I'm not featured on Webtoon, Tapastic, none of them. I do have my Webtoons on their site, So again, but anyways, if you want to become a webtoon for them, for blind webtoon, or a webtoon artist for to pass, then they do have different ways that you can do that, to where you are a webtoon underneath their title, underneath their, their studio name. They do have it to where you can post up your webtoons within their Canva section, but you're not contracted with them. They're, you're just not contracted with them. You can just post your stuff up there for free, create your own, posting schedule, bada bing, bada boom. You can get paid through the ad revenues, but you're not like getting like a dedicated monthly payment each time a lump sum each time you uploaded an episode like featured artists do. But it's still very, very good. I'm not going to go over why it's good in this video. I'll probably talk about that in another video, but you can still make money on Webtoon's platform as a Webtoon artist in their Canva section. You can also apply, on To Pass you can apply to be one of their featured premium authors by pitching a story to them, I believe. And then on Webtoon, I think they just they search and find hard works also, like staying consistent with updates, how popular you get, and then I believe just by them just noticing you, from what I've heard other featured Webtoon artists talk about on YouTube. So that's another way that you can get featured on there as well. I'm not going to go too deep into it because I'm not a featured Webtoon artist. I'm just kind of doing my own thing, sharing my stuff. I do share my comics on here and on here. But more so, I'm just trying to build up my own website. So I'm just kind of staying in my corner for now and doing these Webtoon artist Rambles videos. But yeah, so hopefully that helped to at least give you a little bit insight on how... What's the question? How do you become a Webtoon artist? Just draw. Draw your webtoons, draw your comics, share it online. Even if you don't share it, just draw it. And there you go. You become a Webtoon artist. Draw it and you become it. Well, disclaimer, of course, but I'm not... My anxiety is getting to me. That's it for this Webtoon Artist Rambles video. I'll be back again with another video. And hopefully this was informative or helped. Okay, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Bye!